Joo. Haluaisitko sä nyt tulla pidätetyksi? Miten ois? Silver Bullet. Noniin, miten ois? Voinko pidättää? Sillä on muuten ase kädessä.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
No niin, mä sanoin, että sillä on ase.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me,
Se olisi kyllä ihan kiva.
you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry.
Mä en kyllä osannut oikein päättää.
Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things. You're smart, I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch a killer.
Eikö mä halua halauksen Snow Whiteilta?
Georgie. He's dead, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go.
No niin.
Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind.
That's not how this works. Entäs mä nyt teen näin?
Hey!
Wow.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
Hei! Nyt se on vähän enemmän vino.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
En mä en tiedä, oliko tää kaikista fiksuin taas, mut... Mä ajattelin, että mä normaalisti olisin valinnut sen tappamisen, niin tehdä niinku päinvastoin kerrankin. Ettei nyt ihan kaikki vaan pelkkää hakkaamista. Ja sit tällä saa ehkä myös Hallin Snowlta. ehkä jopa poskipusun. Sitä voisit juhlia koko loppuvuoden.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
God.
Motherfucker.
Ei!
Are you okay?
No!
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble.
Oh yeah.
At the Crooked Man's place. And after what happened with Mary...
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised.
Oh,
Not
thanks.
that you did well, but that, you know...
Mä en tappanut sitä.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
No niin, let's make out.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What
people?
could they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible.
Jep.
The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Well, is it? Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister?
Motherfucker.
Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community,
Heitetään sinne
including
kaivoon
the
nyt.
attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
Niin.
Misunderstanding.
aiding
Turpa
and
kiinni.
providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes.
Eh.
Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily. So you can strike
Voinko mä nyt vaan työntää se sinne kaivoon?
Bullshit! Like hell you
Stop
didn't.
the charade. We know you're
Come on.
involved.
It's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all
Leikkaa
know who you
kakkaa.
are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These
Heitetään
charges,
kaivoon.
if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching.
Where
Right.
it
Heitetään se
fucking
kaivoon.
So let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
No ei nyt niitä autoja tarvii ottaa pois. This is gonna end badly.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
Georgie's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Joo.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful?
No.
I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
No.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal
Come
to
on,
me.
voidaanko me jo heittää se sinne
They do
kaivoon?
it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece? Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They're all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment.
Tässä voisi tulla se punch-vaihtoehto pikkuhiljaa.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
You are.
When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon.
Me ei
She
poltettu
left
sitä puuta.
everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered. anyway.
No.
With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but
In your face!
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is
that
important, and I'm glad it's being
Mut
talked
se me ei poltettu
you
sitä
know
puuta,
why I
turpa
asked you to
kiinni.
destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You
Hei,
hated
hei
him,
porukat,
and you hated
fokus,
him for wanting to
fokus.
fuck you, and you being
Heitetään
too
se,
soft to notice what he'd do to get
heitetään se
it had nothing
kaivoon.
to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Noniin, joko tapetaan.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Jep.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Noniin.
You're all still afraid of him.
Give a beast.
Even now. But you needn't be.
Heitetään se kaivoon, heitetään se kaivoon, heitetään se kaivoon. Kaivoon. Noniin, Crooked Man. Mites on nää kaivoon heittämiset?
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
Ei me mitään
He was
tehty.
beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Hitto, tää menee vaikeaksi.
Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faker.
Heitetäänkö kaivoon,
They want to
heitetäänkö
scapegoat me for their
kaivoon.
own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking.
Ei tää nyt mennyt ihan
We
siististi,
left
kun
our
mä olisin
ropes to this
kuvitellut.
diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of
No niin,
eviction?
nytten punch. Punch-nappula. Missä on
Who will
punch-nappula?
dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Haha!
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
I wanted to make sure
Se
I
voi
had the
puhua
chance to
nyt,
say
kun
something.
silloin...
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath? little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come here.
I don't
Just shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Get wrecked!
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
Nice.
Hey, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole.
Oh!
I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It
You are winning the
always
crowd.
him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Oh.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witch.
Heitetään kaivoon.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next.
Hienoa, mutta sä lennät kaivoon.
Latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done then.
Now, for your sentence.
Heitetäänkö kaivoon?
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone.
Like where?
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There won't
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up.
Heitetään kaivoon.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a
Heitetään
suitable
kaivoon.
punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
Vote.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What
Mitä?
about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
What?
Fine.
What?
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
No sit tapetaan. Heitetään se kaivoon.
Mr. Wolf, it's your
Mä
call.
toin sen tänne oikeuteen. Ja me saatiin todisteet.
Do what you think is right.
Heitetään se sinne kaivoon. Hei, look at me. Look at me.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what
Throw
you
him
think is
down.
right.
Rip his head off.
Fucking lesson.
No.
He
Hey.
has to
We can
die.
lock him
Just
away.
fucking
Kaivoon.
get rid of him.
Goodbye.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Aha. Et sä mua ota mukana. Vau, kursori oli jossain ihan hornan tuutis.
There you are.
Turpa kiinni.
Hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
Goodbye. Sinne man.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Kaivoo. En mä nyt viittinyt ruveta päätä irti repimään, mutta ois sekin ollut ihan siistiä. No niin, saisko nyt yhden halauksen? Yksi halaus. That's all I want. That's all I need. One hug for me. Please. Please, miss. I want hugs. Se meni loppupeleissä aika hyvin. Ja mä en tappanut sitä saman tien. Se sai oikeudenkäynniä ja niin edespäin. Shotti.
Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you.
Kuka sä oot?
I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Siis mitä? Oliko se...
What? This fucking line.
Oliko se Toadi vai? Mitä? Ei se Toadi ollut.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Okay.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
No, entä mun halaus?
We'll talk later, okay?
We'll hug later, right? I want hugs.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Ei saanut hugs.
Someone's gonna see Alan.
Tässäkö se sit oli? Ei yhtään halausta koko peli aikana. Ihan surkea peli. Wolf Among Us Season 2, Halin metsästys. Siellä on Toadi.
I'm going. Jesus.
Hei, mä annoin sulle sitä rahaa. Miksi et sä ostanut glamouria?
We only have like 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Joo.
Morning, Sheriff.
Missä sun glamouria?
Fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance.
Mä annoin sun rahaa, idiootti. Miksi et sä ostanut sitä glamouria?
Told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
No ei se mun vika sit oo. Mitä?
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I have something.
Mitä?
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice. So...
Yeah,
sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one.
Okay.
They're cool.
That's a weird gift.
Willow, they have these pouches that squirt.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
Hey.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday scene.
Ups. Mä hajotan paikat täällä vahingossa.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Noniin, joko mä pääsisin Hollylandiin.
Hey, Bigby.
Shotti.
Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Saisiko sult halauksen sitten? Ihan silleen vaan niinku kaverihali vaikka.
Hi.
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 You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
I'm pregnant.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
No.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence
se kertoo.
evidence? I had to.
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
Se vasikoi.
Okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone.
Shit.
We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us.
Shit.
I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes.
Nee.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Touch her arm. Yes. Oh, come on.
I don't know what happened.
Money
That night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Right.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction.
Okay.
People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I
Niin,
do,
ei sana, tytöt ei sana koskea. Ei voi mennä hyvin.
I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see.
Mm-hmm.
After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost.
Noniin.
And you brought justice to this
Miksi mä voin koskea sun käteen sitten?
Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Noniin.
You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
Merkitsevä hiljaisuus.
Changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Kiitos.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Yeah.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Hetkinen. Hetkinen.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Tässäkö se nyt sit oli? No. Jaa. Melkoinen punch in the face. Tällehän siis ei oo tulossa jatkoa aina toistaiseksi. No, ei se mitään. Ei se mitään. Joo. No, ihan hyvin meni. Noin niinku pääasiassa. No niin, katsotaas. Special stats. You help him avoid the farm. You ripped his arm off. No. Siinä me kyllä ryypättiin sen jälkeen yhdessä. Noniin. Wow. Saakeli. Tulisiko sit lopputekstit? Vai mikä? Joo. Alright. Kyllä se loppupeleissä päätökset meni suht putkeen suurimman osa ajasta. Eli ainakin saatiin niinku se Crooked Mani. Mut jeps. Se tosiaan tältä erää Wolf Among Us on pelattu läpi. That's donezo. Eli kuten aina, kiitos, että tulitte katsomaan. Me nähdään ensi kerralla. Se on morjens!